Bhaktivinoda Bhaktivinoda Samanvitam Shri Chaitanya Prabhu Vande Nityananda Sahoritam Shri Nandananda Vande Shri Radhika Charanatra Govijana Samayukta Vrinavana Manoharam Shri Gauranga Nityananda Shri Advaita Chandra Radha Ras Sudhanidhi Gaur Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Okay. Jai Sri Radhe. This is Karttika class 2023, discussing Radha Ras Sudhanidhi, verse 98, continuing from yesterday. This verse was glorifying the unique position of Radharani, her seva, and Sri Krishna's dependence on Radharani. And Radharani is the topmost form of spiritual perfection. And then the verse concludes 98 with the Manjaris praying for Radharani's love. So let's see what we have here. Yesterday we heard about why Radharani is called Aradhyayati in this verse, because she's Radha, she's the greatest worshipper. And we heard about Priyatam, Krishna's Priyatam, Radharani's Priya. Now this section, Anatas Babaji is explaining this second line of the sloka, Samsidyanti Yadashrayena Param Govinda Sakhi Usaka. The Sakhis of Govinda are very eager to take shelter of Radharani because her love is perfect and best. So then here's a translation. Those who are eager to relish siddhi and prem, perfection, become Govinda's Sakhis, take shelter of Radharani. Guru Goswami describes this Ujjalalamani, chapter 8, verse 60. Mayamidam anabuya shikshama yama kuru kshatresa radhayeva sakyam priya satri yatra badam yantar bhavati hari pranaya pramoda lakshmani. So this section, this one verse, describes how to become dear to Radharani. So one Manjari named Mani Manjari, she taught one newcomer, Sakhi. It says Sakhi, so I don't know if he's Manjari or Sakhi. The Manjari is also Sakhi. And she said, she addressed her, she said, "Oh Chature, oh clever girl." This Mani Manjari sharing her experience. We have personal experience of what we're going to tell you. Therefore, we're instructing you. You should make friends with Radharani. Radhaiva Sakyam. You should become a Sakhi, a friend of Radharani. If you think to yourself, what's the use of making friends with Radharani instead of Hari? Radharani also desires Krishna, just like we do. So this must be a Sakhi, new Sakhi. Radharani wants Krishna, we want Krishna, so what's the advantage of becoming Radharani's friend? I'll just approach Krishna directly. So then, if you think like that, the Mani Manjari says, then just listen, I'll tell you. When you have established a deep, loving relationship with Radharani, the treasure of Hari Prem will come to you automatically. So that's how to be dear to Radharani. Become her friend, and how to get Krishna Prem. If you want Krishna Prem as a Sakhi, yeah, you can only get it by the blessings of Radharani. This next section explains how Krishna needs the manjaris. We just heard just now, the Braja Gopis need the shelter of Radharani to attain Krishna. But Krishna himself needs the shelter of the manjaris to attain Radharani. So everybody's dependent on someone else. No one's independent, that's the idea. Independence is an illusion. It's a pretty big illusion. People are pretty convinced of their independence. That's the power of Maya. Maya, that which is not. So, Radharani is the topmost perfection. Siddhi means perfection. Some Siddhi means of all possible perfections. She's the Parama Siddhi, Parama Samsiddhi. Of all attainable or desirable siddhis or perfections in Bhakti, Karma, Yoga, it's all personified by Radharani. That's basically the point. This is the third line of the sloka. Yat sam siddhi parama padeka rasavati aradnam. Radharani, her worship is delicious. Rasavati means tasty, means rasa. Said her worship is delicious. She's also a good cook. I guess her kisses are also sweet. Her ladus and gulab are also sweet, and so I don't know if they're as sweet as her kisses. You have to ask Krishna about that. I know about Radharani's remnants. Every Radha Krishna Bhakta eats Radharani's remnants every day. So I had some idea. I had some sweets that were tasted by Radharani today. They were pretty good. Oh, and no sugar, no honey, only dates and prem. Date prem. Like you have date gore, date sugar. It's called date prem. So this is the perfection of Manjari Bhav. The experienced devotees know how delicious is the mode of serving Radharani as a manjari. As they say, it takes one to know one. If you're a thief, you understand thieves. So if you're serving Radharani and somebody asks you, what's it like to be a manjari serving Radharani? You have to become one to taste it. It's like someone trying to say, what's the taste of gulab jamun? Well, bite it and find out. You have to bite into it, you have to buy into it. You have to take it out, practice it. Get the mercy of Radharani and her nityas to the Ragamika Janmas, and then you'll be able to taste the happiness and joy of serving and Manjari Bhav Radharani. So this is about how this next section is. That's Radharani's highest perfection. Next section is the conclusion, kind of conclusion. When will Radharani give me her love? The Manjari wonders, the Sadhaka Manjari. When will Radha, who is like a vine crowning the Upanishads, that's line 4 of the sloka. Shruti Mali Shekhara Lata. Shri Radha Shruti Mali Shekhara Lata. She's a Lata creeper on the crest jewel. She's a crest crown on top of all the Shrutis, all the Vedic Shruti knowledge. The perfection of knowledge is to realize the significance and unique position of Radharani and her Mahabhav towards Krishna. So, Gopal Tapani Upanishad describes Radharani as Gandharva. And the Rig Veda Parishishta, which is a supplement to the Rig Veda, calls her Radhika. The secrecy and hidden enchanting tattva and truth of Radharani is proven by the fact that her name is practically absent in all the Vedas. You find Gandharva, you find Gandharva, you find Radhika, you find Gandharva, Radhika. You don't find Radha. Like Gopal Upanishad talks about Krishna, talks about the gopis, talks about Brajalila. So that's an Upanishad, that's the primary source of evidence, and there it's establishing reality and existence of Bhagavan named Krishna in Vrindavan with the gopis. So that's a hard one to ignore. Madhva Sampradaya, they say someone made it up because they don't accept the supremacy of Radharani. They say Radharani is an apsara. Some girl came from heaven and had an affair with Krishna in Vrindavan when he was a teenager. Radharani, Krishna's Shakti is Rukmini and Satyabhama, and Dwarka queens are the only Shaktis of Krishna. That's what the Madhva Sampradaya writes about and preaches. So we don't agree with that. So it's described in the Vamana Purana how the Shrutis themselves, it's called the Shruti persona of the rishis and sages that are embodiments and forms of the very teachings of the Shrutis. They live in Mahavaikuntha, in the material world, with Shiradakshay Vishnu. They're called the Shruticharis. We read chapter 29 of Rasalila, 10th canto. The commentary of Jiva and Vishnu describes different types of persons that became gopis to dance with Krishna and Maharaj dance. One is the Monichari, the Dhammakaranya sages that saw Ram millions of years ago and fell in love with him. So this particular, the Shruticharis and Monicharis. Shruticharis are the sages that personify the Vedic Shrutis, the wisdom and teachings of those. They live in Mahavaikuntha, which is also called Shiradakshay Vishnu Loka. And what do they do? What do they do every day? Every morning they chant Mangalarti. They chant Purusha Shukta. Purusha Shukta are prayers to the Purusha. Purusha means the Supreme Person, Bhagavan, Sri Krishna, Sri Vishnu. So it tells the story of how these guys with big beards and jata became gopis. Imagine that. It's like Nitai Baba and Vinod Baba, they have big beards and jata. They're little girls, little manjaris. Nitai Baba is his friend. He has the hair going like round and round and round. It's like 30 feet long, 10 meters long on his head. Looks like an electric coil or something. They're really long. He was a very good friend of Harichan. He is a very good friend of Harichan and my Gurudev also. So this story is there. You find the Shruticharis, the personified rishis. They desire to get Gopi Bhav, so they pray to Krishna's lotus feet. O Bhagavan, seeing your form, which is more beautiful than millions of cubits, we have become agitated like lusty girls. Kamani Bhava Masadya, Smara, Asamshaya. Asamshaya means they're disturbed and doubt about their masculinity. They're overtaken by feminine spirituality. Their male hormones are being severely suppressed. So in presence of Cuba personified, Kandharva Koti Lavanya, Krishna's Lavanya is radiant, natural glow of his body is more beautiful and more attractive and enticing and captivating than Kandharva Koti, millions of Kandharvas. Don't want to see that guy. You see him, you'll go crazy. You give up all your attachment to society, friendship, and love. You see Govindaji standing under the Kadamba tree on the banks of the Yamuna. That prayer is in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, and it's a prayer not to Bhagavan Govinda, it's a prayer to the Archamurti of Govinda, who's in Jaipur. Because he was discovered in Gomata Tila, where the Prachin Radha Govinda Mandir is standing on top of the hill. There's a Swaprakat Murti, self-manifested Murti of Govinda. Radharani was later brought to be with Govinda by Janma Mata. But Govinda manifested there, Rupa Goswami. He had a fantastic temple, a 7-story temple built for him. So he also wrote a prayer to glorify Govinda, saying this. If you're attached to your society, friendship, and material love affairs and people in this world, don't go to see my Govinda. So every bhakta, every pujari, every devotee has a murti of Gauranitai or Jagannath or Shalagram or Giriraj. They should feel the same way as Rupa Goswami. They should have intense mamata bhav. Oh, my Giriraj is so cute. He's the cutest Giriraj. And so I said, well, not bad, but not like mine. Okay. Love is in the heart of the holder. So these rishis they're losing their sense control. And they prayed to Krishna, we want to worship you just like the loving way the gopis have done, knowing you to be our lovers. So they had Sakhi Bhav, they had Madhura Rati. Incidentally, when we talk about the loving affairs of Radha Krishna, there's no such thing as Madhurya Ras or Madhurya Rati. Did you know that? Read Nectar of Ocean, you might learn something. Good change of pace. The rati of amorous erotic love of Radharani and Krishna, all the gopis, called Madhura. Madhurya means sweetness, the word sweetness. But Madhura means amorous erotic love, which of course is very sweet as a side effect. But when you talk about Madhura Rati and the one that relish and experience that Rati, that excitement of being together and loving each other, that's called Madhura Ras. Madhurya means, we say, Madhurya Purushottam. Well, you can say that. Madhurya Purushottam Shri Krishna Ki Jai. Maryada Purushottam Shri Ramachandra Ki Jai. Prem Purushottam Mahaprabhu Ki Jai. So what are the four Madhuryas of Krishna?
Venu Madhurya, Prema Madhurya, Lila Madhurya, and Rupa Madhurya.
Yeah. Rupa Madhurya, Vena Madhurya, Prema Madhurya, Lila Madhurya. So his Leelas are sweet, form is sweet, food is sweet, and his loving dealings are very sweet. But that sweetness, if you experience it as a Stairati, is called Madhurati. Clear? Don't put Madhur, no Y. Side point. Refined conception. So they're praying, and Krishna heard their prayers. What did he say? No, thank you, I have enough gopis. No, I'll take one, I'll take them all. Hey Rishi Baba, your desires are very ambitious and are rarely fulfilled by me. But I agree, your wish will become true. Lucky sages. Following Krishna's permission, some of the Shruti-chari rishis took birth as gopis in Braj and got Krishna's personal seva there. Rupa Goswami confirms this in Ujjvala The highly intelligent Upanishads personified were amazed when they saw the unrivaled beauty of the gopis. So they faithfully performed tapa, austerity, by which they took birth in Braj as gopis. This is described by the Vamana Purana and also other Upanishads. So this shows that how to attain Radharani's love. The Shrutis are an example of attaining Krishna's love and concomitantly Radharani's love by following the footsteps of the gopis. Gopi Baba Anugatya. Following the footsteps of the gopis. Yeah, you follow them, you get where they go. If you don't follow them, who knows where you go. Go somewhere. And then he quotes Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told the father Gopal Bhatta, Venkata Bhatta, and Sriranga Kshetra during Chaturmasya, described in Madhya Chapter 9 of Chaitanya Charitamrita. Mahaprabhu said, the Upanishads followed the footsteps of the gopis. Gopigan Anugatya Hoya, Anugata. Gopigan means the group of Sakhis, they followed them. While worshipping Rajeshri Suta, the son of the Queen of Vrindavan, is a fancy way of saying Krishna, the Prince of Braj. And they took birth as gopis in Braj, and they got to dance with the Ras with Krishna. There's some tapes where Krishna's talking about Krishna, in 1966, Prabhupada is talking about Krishna and Vrindavan and how personal it is. He said, it's 1966, right in the beginning, just speaking to a bunch of converted hippies and drug addicts and all these guys, you know. He said, if you want, you can dance with Krishna, you can eat with Krishna, you can kiss Krishna. This is in the Krishna book. I think the first printing, maybe they edited it out in the second printing. But this first printing, this was very important for Madan, for Indradas, Brahmachari, the Kirtaniya king of ISKCON, Kirtan king, or whatever they call it, emperor, whatever, Jagadguru, whatever. But he liked this quote, and he wanted to kiss Krishna. He was the Manjari / Sakhi Bhav. It's his own variety, special variety. So that's about it for this verse. We'll read another translation of text 998. Next text. Okay. Radharani worships her dearest beloved jewel of Braj of money. Priyam Brajamani, with a grand festival of advanced loving affection. Prabhodananda Saraswatipad, advanced loving affection is interesting. By taking shelter of Radharani, those who are anxious for an intimate friendship with Krishna, Govinda, definitely achieve their desired supreme success, as seen in the Shruti Charis. The super excellent perfection born of the single topmost ras is attained by devoted worship of Radharani. Such as Sri Radha, who is known as the creeper upon the topmost crowning glory of the Vedas. Radha Shruti Moli Shekhar Lata. Will that Radharani ever acknowledge a loving relationship with me? It's interesting. We'll hear it now. We start this other verse. We hear how Radharani, these different verses, the Prabhodananda Saraswati, he's praying first he prays to get Radharani's service, then he prays to get Radharani's love, then he prays to get accepted by Radharani. So each of his shlokas glorifying Radharani and her relationship and pastime with Krishna usually ends with some prayer of begging for some kind of specific form of mercy. Seva Radharani, or to be accepted in Radharani's Sakhigan, underneath the Lita Vishaka, one of the Rasa Sakhis, or to receive her love, the Mahabhav that Radharani offers to Krishna. So we'll read this next verse, text 99. Gatre koti tadich pravitana nanda chavi Sri Mukhe bimbo shte navavidrama chavi kare sampala vaika chavi hema baruha kutbala chavi kucha dwande ravindekshanam vande tanna kunja keli madaram Radha Bidana Ma. Translation. This verse praises Radha Krishna's Kunja Keli Lila and also describes the incredible beauty of Radharani's divine transcendental form. For translation. The manjari is praising Radharani. Vande, we say Vande Om Shri Guru. So that word is here. Vande means I praise, I glorify, I pray to. So Manjari says, I pray I pray to the sweetness of the new Kunja pastimes of Radharani. Radharani's body shines like millions of lightning bolts. Her beautiful face shines with ever-expanding ecstatic bliss. And her lips are bimba cherry red. You can look up on your Google search, type up B-I-M-B-A, bimba fruit, pick, and you'll see pictures of bimba fruits. They're in the spiritual world also, in Vrindavan here also. It's kind of orangey red actually. You see it, maybe it's not ripe or I don't know. I never saw one live, I just saw a picture. That's, so they compare to cherries, but they don't look like same color as cherries. Anyway, whose hands shine, you see it? Kind of orangey red. Red, but...
There are different shades, but this one is very red.
Oh yeah, that's probably different species or... That's bimba. So there they are. They're on his list. That's nice. The lip darshan. So her lips are shining like new stones of coral. Her hands are shining like fresh twigs, and her breasts shine like the buds of golden lotus flowers, and her eyes shine like blue lotus flowers. So she's the original flower girl. She's got flower eyes and flower breasts and flower face, and you got all the fragrance and beauty. It says in Swargaloka, heavenly planets, the ladies there, their bodies naturally smell like lotus flowers. They're not, I don't know if they have lotus eyes, must have lotus eyes also. Lotus palms and lotus feet, etc. But their bodies, the fragrance of their bodies, without any perfume, are naturally fragrant like lotus flowers, which is a very subtle and sweet fragrance. You can smell it and find out. So, word for word we say here. Well, one thing we can say, because we're talking about this theme of the Sanskrit, because Prabhodananda Saraswati was formerly Prakashananda Saraswati of Benares. He was an awakened follower, worshipping Brahma Suja as a goal. And Lord Chaitanya converted him from Nirvishesh Brahma to Sabashesh Brahma, to the spiritual reality with form and variety and qualities as Krishna. And then he moved to Vrindavan to Bhajan and Kalidas. He got the name Prabhodananda Saraswati. Prabhodananda means full of bliss. Prabodh means full. Concentrated bliss, and he was a very learned person. He was Saraswati before. That was a title given because of his expertise in Sanskrit wisdom. He was Prakashananda Saraswati. Now he became Prabhodananda Saraswati, same person. So because he was always meditating on Brahma Jyoti and Brahman, many times in Vrindavan Mamrita and Sangeet Madhav and Radha Ras Sudhanidhi and Chaitanya Chandramrita, other books he's written. He always talks about Mahaprabhu or Radharani as like Jyoti, effulgent like the light, the white light, or chubby, the word chubby. Chubby means lightning-like, brilliant like lightning. So this verse has the word chubby 5 times. Line 1, chubby. 2 chubbies in line 1. 2 chubbies in line 2. 1 chubby, chubby, not like fat. Not chubby. Chubby. Double C, chubby. And 1 in line 3. So that's 5 times. So when he describes Radharani as chubby, effulgent, her face is effulgent, her lips are effulgent, her hands are effulgent, and her breasts are effulgent. They're all like Jyoti, like Brahma Jyoti. Very, very brilliant and effulgent. It's very unusual because you compare his Sanskrit writing style with other Rasic Jans, Vishwanath Chakravarti, Rupa Goswami, Raghunath Das, Jiva, etc. They never use the word Jyoti, chubby. Hardly ever. It's a speciality because these programs that think like that and see reality like that. It's an interesting observation of scholars and pundits of the peculiarity of Prabhodananda Saraswati. You know that's his signature. When you read a verse, you look at a verse, look for the word chubby and Jyoti. It's just a side point. Everyone has their own style. No tension. Their own phrases, their own style. So, all we said is what the verse word for word is. She's effulgent, all this. So we read the translation. So this verse, this commentary, Tika, by Nadadas Babaji, answers a question: why Krishna loves Radharani so much? Good idea. Let's find out. The Leela he describes to warm up to get to that description. But first the Leela, then the Tattva, the point of Tattva, that point of Tattva is why Krishna loves Radharani most of all. And there's a word here. It's not there. It's just some, I don't know what it's called. Now let's quote this word. Radharani, one name for Radharani is Kunjabi Sarika. It's not related to the verse. Maybe it's somewhere 1,000 names of Radharani, 108 names of Radharani in Savali. Kunjabi Sarika means one who goes for a love journey to the Kunj to meet Krishna. So here's the Leela. Radharani passionately runs through the forest to meet Krishna in the Kunja. And the Manjari is following Radharani like her shadow. Nagar Sham is already eagerly waiting in the arbor for Radharani to arrive. He's so eager that his heart blooms up with joy when he hears anything that reminds him of Radharani's ankle bells, bangles, or footsteps. It's winter time, so the leaves on the tree are dry, and when the wind blows in the night, the leaves shatter together, bump together, make it like a sound like bells or something. So he hears that, oh, that's Radharani. So he runs out of the Kunj. I thought I heard her ankle bells, I thought her waist bells. It's not a waist bells, it's just some dried leaves in a tree, you stupid. That's because he's eager. When you're eager, you don't see clearly, you can't hear clearly, can't think clearly. You're too eager. Like sometimes you're so eager to get to the airport, to get the plane to India. They get to the airport, so I forgot my passport. It was right on my desk before I left. I brushed my hair, I put my perfume on, I was looking good. I grabbed my phone, my passport was right next to my passport. Mom, come bring my passport to the airport. Yeah, Mom, right? That's your pussy guys. You don't have a mother to ask your cat to bring your passport. Might have a hard time working that out. So Radharani's bodily effulgence, or chavi, illuminates the kunja and fills the whole of Vrindavan with a golden light. Shamsundar's nose is maddened by her bodily fragrance. His eyes are pleased by the golden aura of her divine body, and his ears are gladdened by the sweet sound of Radharani's ankle bells and waist bells. Still, it is not external physical beauty that can stir the heart of Krishna. Krishna himself tells Garuda in Rupa Goswami's Lita Madhav. Lita Madhav is about Dwarka Leela, where Garuda shows up sometimes. Because it talks about Garuda, Lita Madhav is Rupa Goswami's play about Dwarka Leela. So why is Garuda in Dwarka? Because sometimes when Krishna comes out of his house, out of his palaces, he has two arms. And he walks down, he has two arms. He walks down the road, all the forms come together. When he walks in the Siddharma Assembly House, he sprouts four arms. To manage the kingdom, it's better to have four arms. But to manage your wife, two arms are more comfortable. 4 hours get in the way, you know. That'd be the awkward. Sleep with a guy with 4 arms. So you wouldn't get away, that's for sure. You're wrapped up tight. Throw away the key. So there's an interesting story. What is the story? I don't remember. But how Garuda showed up one day in Dwarka. Oh, I know what it was. The Garuda was getting proud, so Vishnu told Garuda, "Why don't you go to Kim Purusha Loka? You're a servant. You're a carrier. Guru, you're a carrier of me. You're Bhagavan's Vahan. You carry Bhagavan Vishnu. You're getting a little puffed up. You think you're my chauffeur, and you get a little puffed up. So I want you to go Kim Purusha Loka, where Hanuman lives. He's a Vahan. Hanuman's a Vahan, the airplane, the jet plane, or whatever, airplane, Viman of Ramachandra. and talk to him. And you bring him here. I want to see Hanuman. So Garuda went there to Kimbrusa and said, "Hey, monkey," he said, "Dwarkadish wants to see you." And Hanuman has a little ego, he's a fighter. He said, "Wait, who you call a monkey?" "You, man, look at your tail. What do you think you are?" I'm a Kimpurusha person. I'm from Kimpurusha, I'm not a bunder from Vrindavan. Then Hanuman asked Guru, you know what this planet is called Kimpurusha? You know what the name of this planet means? Kim means what kind of, and Purush means what kind of man is this? So when you see Hanuman, you say, what kind of guy is this? He looks like a human being, he's got a tail and hair like a monkey. And he speaks Sanskrit. I don't know too many monkeys or gorillas that speak Sanskrit. So Guru said, just shut up. And Guru went to grab her under his wing. He said, who's going to shut up? So they had a fight. The two servants, Guru and Hanuman. So Hanuman beat the crap out of Guru. And he put him under his armpit. It's not a very nice place to live. And Hanuman jumped from Kimpurusha and he showed up in Dwarka, in the Siddhartha Assembly House. And Krishna, you came. That's nice to see you. I sent Guru did you see Guru? Yeah, he came to see me. But he wasn't very mannerly. You should teach him some manners. She gave him a copy of Amy Vanderbilt's book of manners. And he said, where is he? I got him under my arm. He's under my armpit. So let him go. So Guru came out. He's very humble. And he said, my Lord, I learned my lesson. Chinada Pisani Chena, Turari Vasishana, Manina Mahanidhi, Kirtani Istadari. Hanuman Baba Ki. So this is describing, Ananda's quotes about Garuda here. In Lita Madhav, Krishna tells Garuda, oh friend, Rukmini, my wife, may be as beautiful as you say. There's no more need to continue your description. Because Hari's heart cannot be stolen by physical beauty. It is only the love that comes along with the beauty that can capture Hari. So the primary element is love, not beauty. Love above power, mercy above justice. So beauty has a lot of power. It's one of Krishna's 6 powers. Aishwarya Vibhuti. Aishwarya Samagra Savira. So the power of strength, physical strength, money power, physical strength power, beauty power, fame power. These are a lot of powerful things. So Krishna is not impressed by the powerful beauty of its number one queen, Rukmini. So you want to explain that to Guru. Only those who have a taste of, let's see. What is that? Oh, I got lost in place. There's no more need to continue. It's only the love that comes along with the beauty that can capture it. And so Radhika has the greatest love for Bhagavan, so she can capture Hari or Krishna or Ram or anybody completely. When you look at what Radharani did to Vishnu's wife. He lost his wife to Radharani. Radharani's beauty completely captivated Lakshmi. She gave up Vaikunth and said, and Narayan and Vishnu said, where are you going? I'm leaving. Why? Because I'm attracted to the beautiful boyfriend of Radharani, Krishna. Her love is so great, I want to be like her. Good luck. Husband always says that when the wife runs away. Good luck finding somebody else like me. Yeah. Slam the door. Goodbye. So when Radhika rides in the Kunj, that was a little diversion to comparative philosophy there, comparing Rukmini to Radharani basically. It's a little Indian diversion off the point. And so that was, Leela started one paragraph, then went to some kind of tava, then back to Leela. When Radhika rides in the Kunja, Krishna carefully escorts her inside the Kunja, personally washes Radharani's feet. Jai Jai Sri Radhe, and dries him off with his yellow chadar, yellow dhoti. Srimati then seats Krishna next to her and says, "You love me so much. There's so many qualified gopis waiting for you. I'm so unqualified. I cannot nicely and freely serve you. I have so many shortcomings." While Srimati speaks like that, the luster of millions of lightning strikes gush out of her body. Lightning strikes normally pain the eyes, but the luster of Radharani's body is sweet, transcendental, soothing light of love. Only those who have tasted the sweetness by her grace can understand this. Where is an insignificant living entity, and where is Radhika's topmost love? So now Radharani asks Krishna, "Tell me, Shyam, tell me, what is it that you have taken from me that you love me so much?" Shyam cannot answer that question. He doesn't have any words to explain. He's so intoxicated by Radharani, he simply stares at Radharani's beautiful face with tear-filled eyes. This is like ultra tender moment. Something to meditate on for a few years. Chant over for a few years, meditating on this scene. May attain brain that way. Krishna tries to speak, but remains speechless out of ecstasy. Incidentally, it's not noted here because this was done long ago, but this commentaries of this Radha Ras Sudhanidhi, like Vilakusmanji, are also based on commentaries of Madhusudan Saraswati and Ananda Gopal Goswami. I read at the beginning of the book. So Ananda Gopal Goswami is in our Guru Parampara. He gave classes in 1950 on Vilakusmanji and Radha and Her Manjaris and Sevakunj, and also Radha Ras Sudhanidhi during Karttika. So his commentaries were recorded by hand and shared with Nathas later, so incorporated. So when Waita got those commentaries in Bengali, so he knew what was Ananda Gopal Goswami's. So in Vilakusmanji noted in the commentaries what part was spoken by Ananda Gopal Goswami. But he didn't do it for Radha Ras Sudhanidhi. Maybe he didn't know which ones, but many of them. Usually these tattva descriptions of these books, of these Radha Ras Sudhanidhi, Vilakusmanji, usually the tattva is written by Nathas Babaji, and the Leelas are by Ananda Gopal Goswami. So this very sweet Leela feels like and sounds like the mood and expression of Ananda Gopal Goswami, being very familiar with his books I'm reading since 1989. So that's kind of a family pride. Pride is good, but not in yourself. Be proud of your girlfriend or proud of your husband or wife or something. But self-pride is destructive. Pride in others is constructive. So Krishna, intoxicated, looking around, he tries to speak but remains speechless out of ecstasy. He's dumbfounded, frozen, stumba. When Shyam stares at Srimati's beautiful face, the beauty of her face increases. Therefore, the Manjari glorifies Radharani. Prabhodananda Chavi Shimukhe. Your face is blissful and effulgent, Radharani. The maidservant enjoys the sweetness of that face through the relish that Shyamasundar is experiencing. So Manjari is also identifying with the heart of Krishna also. Because to really understand the heart of Radharani, you have to understand the heart of Krishna. That's why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Gambhira Lila and Jagannath Puri, he heard repeatedly description of Krishna Karamita, which describes the form and qualities and heart of Krishna. So he can understand, because Lord Chaitanya was in Radharani's Bhav, and Kanti, you want to understand Radharani's Mahabhav and her praying. So part of understanding Radharani's love is the love that Krishna has for Radharani. So Krishna Karamita serves a very vital function to understand what is it in Krishna that Radharani loves. What is in Krishna that Radharani is attracted to. Why Krishna what is it that Krishna has that makes Radharani love him so much? The question we're answering now in this purport in verse 99 is what Radharani asks Krishna a question, what is it in me that makes you love me so much? So this, we're hearing the answer, her beauty, her face, her love, and all this stuff. So Radharani asks the same, Krishna asks the same question to Radharani. What is in me that makes you love me so much? So the answer is given by Bilamangala Thakur and Krishna Karamita. Radharani is speaking the verse of Krishna Karamita, glorification of Krishna. Right? Understand how it works? Therefore, Krishna Karamita is a key book for Raghunaga Bhakti. People say, oh, I'm not interested in Krishna. They're way off the mark. Way off the mark. You got to Gopi Bhav. Gopi Bhav includes Gopa Bhav. It's Yuga Bhav. We don't worship only Radha, we worship Radha Krishna Yuga together. So you have to know everything about Krishna's Bhav for Radharani, Radharani's Bhav for Krishna, and how Radharani sees the beauty of Krishna through her eyes. Madaram, 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 Madaram. How does Radharani see Krishna's beauty, his form, his qualities? That's revealed in Krishna Karamita. It's a great classic book of poetry and Tattva philosophy. Don't neglect it. And Nadadas Babaji is not going to give us some book that's not related to Manjari Bhav. He's a Rasik Acharya of Rag Bhakti, Manjari Bhav Upasana for the 21st century. So every book he publishes is connected and related to the Sambandha Abhidaya Prayojan of Rag Bhakti and Manjari Bhav. Don't neglect them. Everyone is important to read again and again. Understand? Don't try to do your own thing. You get nowhere. Follow the acharyas. That's successful. From the very beginning of spiritual life, you have attraction and taste. Start meditating on Leela. Start desiring to have a siddha. Start thinking you have one. It's now when 20 years later, sell books for 20 years, over our teachers 20 years. So if you have a taste, you have greed and interest in taste, attraction for it, start. At the level of knowledge liberty, second day you're in temple, start. There's no purity required, there's no time factor involved. And Raganuga Bhakti is not a sequence to Vaidhi Bhakti. You can practice Vaidhi Bhakti for 10 million lifetimes and never start practicing Raga Bhakti. If you practice Vaidhi Bhakti, it takes you to Vaikuntha. Practice Raganuga Bhakti, following the Brishvasis, your bhav and manner of seva to Krishna and Radharani, you go to Vrindavan. No shortcuts, no other way. This is teaching of Six Goswami and Bhagavatam and Chaitanya Charitamrita. So, Radharani asked Krishna why he loves her so much, and he can't even talk. He's speechless. So Radharani touches the speechless Shyam's chin. Can you give any explanation? Can you answer my question? Hello? Are you awake? So, when she says that, when she's speaking those words from her beautiful lips, the luster, the shine of her bimba cherry lips becomes more shiny, more manifest. The sweet words to entice and excite Krishna, because her heart's excited when she's speaking. Her lips are expressing the excitement of her heart, so they take a deeper red color. We'll continue there tomorrow. Jai Jai Sri Radhe Shyam. Harinam Sankirtan ki.